Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I'm assuming you're out there because
We're
where else
hoping.
would you be?
Good morning, afternoon, evening, wherever.
Yeah, all that
Whatever.
stuff. Any
That
of the
stuff.
day parts, we hope they're good.
Yes, always.
I really need to find the audio mixer because the music's really loud and I always forget to have that ready.
So why are the girls in front of us instead of behind us now?
Technical reasons.
Okay. Good reasons.
Jeez, any time now. Sorry. Wow. It's my first day.
It is.
Yeah. I'm Bob.
Tracy.
I like you immediately. Okay.
Nice.
Past lives or something.
Right. It's like I've known you my whole life.
It is like that. Jane is here. Undarafa Kitri, Jane.
Yay. All right, I'm going to do a watch party.
It is Watch Party Wednesday.
It is?
No, it's Wild Card Wednesday.
See, I love Facebook message or memories. Look, can you guys see my kids? Aren't they so cute? It's a couple years ago. They're way bigger now.
I'm sure they'd love this.
I'm sure they
more
would.
More than anything, if they knew you were showing their picture, they would be like, "Oh, hooray for mom!" All right.
Yeah, this actually says, so this is from 2016. It's official, Anthony's taller than me. Well, now he's like more
even
than
taller.
Yeah, I'm even taller. Way, way taller.
So I feel like we need a sound effect going.
What would you like?
I don't know. The ocean, maybe we can do it. We just got to make sure it's way back in the background.
Ocean would be great because we have, we're on the ocean.
All right, we're not going to ask for what's his name. We're going to say,
What's his name?
Alexa, tell ambient noise to play beach sounds.
Oh.
I don't hear it. Oh, there it is. Okay.
Yay.
All right, hopefully that's just off in the background so it'll seem like we're all at the beach. If that's too loud, somebody tell me. Say, Bob, it's too loud, like the birds were the other day.
Okay.
Oh, listen.
Oh.
All right, just hopefully. Oh, that's
Sorry.
good. Captions
We're good.
are auto-generated. Ladies, if you're reading these as a caption, please know that they are auto-generated.
Okay.
The words that you are reading may or may not be indicative of the words that are coming out of our mouths.
This is true. And I'm not quite sure what is going on Facebook because this is 2 days in a row now that the option to do a watch party does not even appear. It's not there.
How do you usually do it? Share?
There's usually a button right here that says share. It's got a little arrow and you click it and then it gives you options.
Yeah, there's no share option at all.
No.
Can you? Well,
Isn't that
Facebook.
weird?
Can any of you share it? Just curious. We like to check in from time to time.
Right.
Hiring you just a touch loud, Jane says.
This
the
makes me
beach.
sad. Oh, thank you for letting us know. Because the birds the other day was disruptive.
Oh, I know they were. They were too loud. That was when I was under a tree by myself. See, if Tracy
Yes.
had been here.
I would not have let him have done that.
That's right. It didn't sound that. Hey, Lisbeth. Okay, let's
Good
get this
morning.
going here.
Oh.
Okay. Coffee. Today, it's a little bit different.
Ooh, it's exciting today. And it's really good.
Today, now long-time viewers of the Bob Doyle Show will know that there was a time when I used the Keurig device. I don't do that anymore. And my favorite flavor was Starbucks chocolate mocha, whatever it is.
Ooh.
But then one day, honestly, it started tasting like chemicals, and I stopped drinking it.
Well,
But somehow we have some. And where was that anyway? It was just sitting on the counter. Did you find it in the back of something?
No.
Well, where was it?
It was on the shelf right in front.
All this time?
No.
Well, when was
I
it?
didn't even know that we had it. So I was going to go grocery shopping and I looked and I said, "Oh, do we need coffee?" And I opened the cabinet and there it was. I have no idea where it manifested from. No clue. I don't ever remember seeing it before. I mean, it was right there, right in front. It was not there. I have no idea where it came from.
I'm telling you guys.
I really have no. This is so bizarre. No, I thought you must have found it and put it there.
No.
Okay. I don't know. But it's really yummy.
What the hell is going on around
I have
here?
no
we
clue.
We've got such
Yeah.
a playful little entity running around. Speaking of playful entity, Andy is watching, ladies and gentlemen. Let's hear it for him.
Yay! We love Andy.
I have a
I was going to say, and technically this is not for...
decidedly not for children.
Not for children.
Now that's not just today. It's not like I've got.
Andy's a very mature young man.
Sure. Look, do we even hear the ocean anymore? Or did Jane scare us away?
I don't know. Can you guys...
No, I don't. There, I'm turning it up a little bit. If we
That's
can't hear
a
it, then what's the
lot.
point? I can't hear it at all.
Well, but trust me.
All right, look.
Here.
Starting now.
Okay.
Starting now. How's
Wait.
the volume of the ocean?
We'll know.
I can't hear it at all.
Trust me.
All right, look.
Here.
Starting now.
Okay.
Starting now. All right. Well,
Starting now.
I guess.
Not now.
Well,
Now.
I can't even hear it. They
But they
get it,
can
but
hear
we
it.
don't.
Well, you know what? When you watch the replay here, let's just double check again. Make sure that you know.
All right.
Starting now.
I guess.
Oh. Not now.
Well, I can't even hear it.
Okay, now it's too low.
But we don't.
Here. How about that?
All right. Well, that's okay. This is it. Hello, Alex. Welcome. We're just
We're just playing around.
doing stuff that should have been done by me a long time ago.
It's okay.
Tracy, I have a question. I brought it up the other day at the dinner table, which is an appropriate place for this question, and I really want to know. I even put it in the description. So people, if they're here, they're clamoring
I
for
don't even
this.
know what the description is. Isn't that terrible?
She never knows. She never knows.
Yes, now it's back, but is it too loud?
How did salt and pepper win?
Oh my goodness, we did talk about this.
How did salt and pepper win the spice or seasoning or the condiment wars?
Right, so on every table,
Forever.
at least in America, there's salt and pepper everywhere. You have salt and pepper shakers, and that's a whole thing. I mean, there's collections of salt and pepper shakers on the planet.
That's right.
But why is it salt and pepper?
That's right.
Why isn't it like oregano and I don't know?
Look, I get it. It's kind of universal, whatever, but I'm sure there's other universal ones too.
Yeah, like
But
yeah.
Salt and pepper and salt. It's like it's like all the others are just, how did they win?
And I get the salt more so than the pepper.
How so?
Well, because with pepper, I don't know.
Well, I can't argue with that argument.
I don't know.
All right. Well, we've got the official word that the volume is good.
Awesome, thank you.
So
Jane.
we'll just leave it there.
That's good. So yes, what's with the salt and pepper? I really can't explain it.
Ketchup and mustard. How did they win?
Well, that's a good point. But
Ketchup, mustard, mayonnaise.
I was
They're
going to say
they're on
mayonnaise is
top.
the next one, right? Because like in the States, everybody seems to use ketchup with their fries.
It
but
could be,
in
yes.
Europe, it's mayonnaise. We do a combination of veganese and ketchup.
Veganese. This is what it's come to. And I'm fine with it, but really?
I know. Jane, we know they're the go-to spices, but why are they the go-to spices?
Yeah,
Like,
poor
who-
K, Jane.
Like, who
Poor K.
decided? You know, was there a lobbyist for
Yes,
salt?
there had to have been a meeting or two.
You know?
All right, we got to nail it. We got to bring it down to 2.
Yeah.
We can't have 3 salt. We've got these shakers. And one's got a lot of holes and one's got a few. What are we going to do with these things? My
That's the
cousin
other
made
thing,
them.
too, right, exactly.
Look, he's trying to raise money for his school. Just buy these shakers. But what do we put in them? I don't know. Let's decide. We have to decide. So we had a town meeting. What do we put in these things? Sand. Oh, God, no. This is for the tabletop, Leonard. Sand? That's all you can say. That's why they call him Sandy Leonard.
Yes, oregano is something else. But what's the something else? Because oregano was my first thought. I was like, oh, I love oregano on just about everything. Um, Jane was not privy to the
Right, and
conversation.
seasoned salt.
Well,
It's freaking awesome. It's like, but it's like it's I think it's underrated.
I'll agree with that.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely. We have one that is my favorite. It's a rub. It's apple. What is that? The
It's
wood fire
applewood
apple?
spice or something like
Something
that.
like that. Oh my goodness, that one's really delicious on fries.
And I like
Or
there's a
tofu.
smoked garlic salt.
Oh, that's good too.
Smoked garlic salt.
Yeah, that's yummy.
Did you hear the word smoked in there? Rosemary, yes, another great one to
Rosemary's a
have.
good one.
It just makes things nice. She has introduced me to reintroduced me, I guess, to lemon pepper for corn on the cob.
Corn on the cob, butter, and lemon pepper.
Anyone else done that?
That's my favorite. It started when I was going to the flea markets way back in the day, and they'd always have a corn stand because this was Illinois and there's corn everywhere. So they'd have all of the shakers, but they had multiple shakers. They had 10 different
Oh
kinds.
yeah, with all kinds of stuff to put
Oh,
on the corn.
I love it! I love it! I love it! It's so good. But that's where I got addicted to the lemon pepper.
Now, did they boil the corn there, or did they roast the
it.
corn? Oh.
They would. Well, the place that I went to was King
Then would
County.
they dip it in butter and then put the seasoning on?
Yeah. Well, they would dip it in butter and hand it to you, and then you.
And
put your
then
own
you go
seasonings
do.
on it.
Oh, we have to go do that right now. We have
Well,
to go find a good corn roast.
I don't.
They got to have them here in Vegas, right?
Actually,
Especially
they
right
do.
now.
They do.
All up and down
First
the strip.
Friday. Which Friday is First Friday? But I don't know that they're having
There's
First
no
Friday.
way they're having First
I
Friday.
don't think so. But we have a party to go to anyway.
This is right.
Mr. Social. Yes. So they do have at First Friday a corn vendor, and they do. I don't think that they have the roaster. I think I can't recall exactly how they prepare the corn there
Talk to it
in
sternly.
Vegas, but they do have the sprinkles there too.
Jane loves the sound of smoked garlic, and I gotta say I do too. Sometimes I'll just take the shaker and I'll just go. It's different than regular garlic salt. I think it's the smoke. Love the sound of smoked garlic salt.
Oh my goodness, you're so cute.
Angie is speaking. Is speaking another. You.
How
How are you keeping? Yes. We've been asked that question by some of our UK friends.
Oh, is that a thing?
Mm-hmm. It's like, how's it going? How are you keeping?
How are you keeping?
Under the bed?
It is interesting, all the little, bloody hell or something. I don't know.
Hey.
No, I don't know.
So something. Yeah, really. Like we just casually. It's like dropping the F-bomb.
Is it?
No, I don't know.
I
What
don't
do
know,
I
is
look like
it?
an expert? Do I? Look
You
closely.
do not look like an ex. Well, you look. Well,
I unfortunately
not-
I put her in a crappy situation there.
yes. An expert on some things.
Yesterday, this happened to me, and I know it's happened to all of us. And I just want, yes, let's sit up.
And I'm like, what are you doing? Okay.
So, I made a cappuccino yesterday, and part of that is getting milk out of the refrigerator, opening the lid to the milk, pouring the milk in a cup, and then reversing that. But what happens when you get to the part where you're reversing that, meaning now you want to put the lid back on the milk and put it away, and the lid is nowhere. It's nowhere. Now, you just had it within the last 30 seconds because it was on the thing, and you
Faulty.
poured it in the thing, and now you're looking, it's on the floor, it's not on the floor, where is it? How many times has that happened to the lids? The lids that just
totally true.
vanish.
Totally true.
Oh. Who said she's a keeper? I know.
Oh, I
am
love you, Jane.
so aware. I knew that 1 year and however many days ago. Let's find out. Alexa, how many days has it been since May 13th, 2019?
May 13th, 2019 was 415 days ago.
415 days, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow, and I've seen you all but 2 of them.
Alexa, how many minutes is 415 days?
415 days is 597,600 minutes.
So just under 600,000 minutes. That's a lot of minutes.
It's a lot of minutes.
Who's jealous?
It's-
I'll bet you'd like to have 600,000 minutes with this one right here.
or vice versa. You were such a goof.
Who's lost their cap? That's
Or like, here's the other thing too. You're making something that has a lot of different pieces to it. So say, a taco bar or something, right? So you've got the salsa and you've got the sour cream or whatever, and you have multiple tops to different things.
Yes.
And there's always the one that somehow sneaks behind or goes, ends up underneath the toaster, or it just disappears.
Mm-hmm. Yes, that is correct.
Yeah, I've had that happen all the time. sadly.
Tupperware is another thing. I keep meaning to bring this up. So you know how you go and you buy a set of Tupperware, right? And it's all in this big box and it's all tucked in and it takes up hardly any space. And you go, oh, look at all these things, right? Well, that's all fine for purchasing it and bringing it home. But once you start using them, no one's putting them all back. What you end up having is overflowing cabinets that you open up and they're all stacked weird. The lids are who knows where they've gone. Where's the lid to this one? Oh, we got to organize this better. I know we do. This isn't her, by the way. That's not my. This
No,
is
but
just
this.
everybody.
I mean, I had this. Yes.
I mean, I bought this, set when I moved here, and it fit right in. And now, in one half of this little divider thing, now that they take up both halves, you open them up, they fall out. This lid doesn't fit this one, but this is from a different set.
Yeah.
How about that, when you got two similar sets?
Oh.
But then the lids aren't quite, like these are rounded and this is rectangular and this doesn't
And it
fit. And
fits.
you try anyway, and you're looking.
And then you get
want
really
that click.
frustrated, and you just decide, screw it, I'm going to do it anyway. You put it on there, it's not tight, it's not sealed, and you put it in the refrigerator. And then you
Mold.
go to grab it.
Oh.
No,
Oh.
you go to grab it. It spills out
Because the lid wasn't
because
tight.
the lid wasn't tight.
Aw.
I've totally done that. It's not okay.
And that's generally followed by a bad word. Said out loud.
Generally. Yes.
You hardly ever say, yippee!
This is very true. But it is weird, With kids, too, I found, because they would take the bottoms, not the tops, or the tops, not the bottoms, depending on what, project they were working on. And so very quickly you lose the partner piece to the Tupperware.
Oh, yeah.
And, here's a funny, it's like Kleenex, really. If you think about Tupperware, do they even sell Tupperware? Like the
Of
actual
course they
company?
do.
I'm sure.
I'm sure they do.
Do they have Tupperware parties anymore?
That I would find hard to believe. Particularly in the
I want
COVID-19
since I'm
environment.
not doing a watch party.
I'm just going to do some research and say, is
I wanna
Tupperware a
know.
thing?
Yes. I'm very curious. Hey Siri, pull up Tupperware.
Oh, no. No, you get to take the comments away. You can't
am I
HS in here. Well, when
Well,
you said, hey,
oh, well.
yeah, it almost...
Sorry, I missed that. Could you say it again, please?
No.
What?
Okay.
I'm
My
sure
Siri
Tupperware
is
is
a
Tupperware is
gentleman
still
from-
a thing.
yeah.
Yes, it's so funny. New Zealander, right?
Yeah. No, I think Australian.
So Jane is talking about the socks that disappear, and that in this household is a travesty. We cannot have missing socks because I depend on them.
yes,
If
this is true.
If I walk around the house without socks on, I feel,
He can't. He
I can't
actually
do
he
it.
just cannot do it. It's
especially once I hit the tile.
He
On the
stops.
carpet, that's one thing. That's one thing. But it's
Yes.
still not ideal. But there's just no freaking way I'm going to walk on that tile in my bare feet because I feel I can't do it. So it's important that I know where my socks are at all times. By the way, the socks that I wear, the redhead socks from Bass Pro Shop, used to always, and I've worn these for years because they have a lifetime guarantee. At any point, if you wear holes in these things, you can just take them back and they'll replace them until this year.
apparently people were returning them.
Apparently,
because they got
people took
holes
them
in
up on
them.
their. Yeah, they
Right.
don't last forever.
No.
They should never have made that lifetime guarantee. But, and
So-
there's a meeting. Gentlemen, I think we screwed up. We are losing everything in this sock thing. we're going to have to change the policy. But sir, they probably talked about it for like 7 years. And then they just looked at the bottom line and they said, that's it.
7 years.
We're going to take it down to a year, right?
Yes.
So now they've taken it down to a year. Which still, okay,
Still,
I
mean,
still
you
do
know,
it. And
well, that's true. You do it less than.
it takes me definitely less than a year to go through a pair of socks. I walk in them every day. Sometimes 2 pairs. Although, I haven't done that as much since I moved to Vegas.
Because it's hot?
Because it's freaking hot here.
Yeah.
Alexa, what's the temperature?
Right now, it's 79 degrees Fahrenheit.
See,
Okay.
well, we had
Today,
a cold front.
expect a high of 100 degrees.
Oh, well, that's not so bad.
No. We had a dust storm come through, and so it went from 110 to like 89 for a couple days. It
That's
was really,
right. But we're
it was
on the
really
up
lovely,
climb.
actually, but now it's creeping back up again.
The forecast says 111 for this Sunday, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not looking forward to that.
111, that's good.
Always looking on the bright side.
Of course. It's my job. That's what I'm good at. Find the positive. There's always a silver lining somewhere, even if it doesn't feel like it at first. Right?
Yep. So, do you remember the actress Didi Khan?
No.
Who remembers Didi Khan? Type 1 for yes, type 2 for no. No, instead of typing 1 for yes, if you remember Didi Khan, type 1 roll. Oops, I screwed up. Well, I gave you a hint. She's either a baker or an actor. Name 1 role. She's an actress. Okay?
I like the baker.
She was in the movie. Well, she was in Grease. She played the Pink Lady or whatever.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah. And before that, I think she was in the movie You Light Up My Life, based on the song by Debbie Boone.
Which was my favorite growing up.
You're kidding me.
Oh my God. My mom, I don't know if she's watching, but she can totally attest. When I was little, I used to run around the house. This was still in Chicago, so I was under 6 years old. And I would sing, and my mom had got me one of those microphones with a long, extension things that would play on a radio.
Right, like Mr. Microphone or whatever,
Mr.
but not
Microphone.
wireless.
Not well, no, it was wireless.
It had to have been wireless, right.
It was wireless.
Right.
It had an antenna to it.
I got it. That's what you're talking about.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out the long thing. Anyway, I would sing that song nonstop. It was my favorite.
So many nights, sit by my window,
Yep.
waiting for
I'm not
someone
singing.
to sing me his song.
That was
Wow,
yeah.
I can't remember anymore.
Yeah.
I think I played it for a piano recital or something one time.
Oh, that's awesome. So there's a movie?
I know I did Dust in a Wind. Yes, there was a movie starring Didi Khan, and I think the song was in my head, which reminded me of the movie, which reminded me of Didi Khan. The point is, I haven't said the words Didi Khan, thought of Didi Khan since I don't know when. High school, whenever Grease, I have no idea. Totally not there. And yet, yesterday, Light of My Life, oh, that's Didi Khan. I'll be doing the show. I don't remember the beginning of the sentence I said. And I'm wondering, how did I pull Didi Khan out? Didi Khan. When, like, you and I are
Well, you
having
should
a
look her up.
conversation, and I'll say,
Have her on
what
the
was I
show.
just talking about? No, I have no design. That is not the point. The point is how brains work.
Yes.
Like that, I had direct access to that name, which I haven't thought of, said, or whatever in decades.
Oh.
And then we'll say, what were we going to do today? We just talked about it 5 minutes ago.
It's true. It's true. If I don't put things on a list, I tend to forget very quickly. It's really sad.
It would be one thing if Didi Khan was like always showing up in my,
Yes.
just a reminder to activate that neural pathway. Oh yeah, she's
Here's
a
what
thing
she's
that
doing
exists. Or whatever. You're curious what she's doing now? I did go to IMDb. Just to make sure. And I didn't really look closely. She's done a lot. I think she was in, she played a waitress in something that I cannot remember.
No.
So,
I
anyway,
don't know.
so
But when we're hooked up to the neural net, we'll know everything.
we'll see that. I think my point is we are. Like, there's just no logical, but why can't I access 5 seconds ago? but I can access 40 years ago,
I don't know.
which is probably about right.
Yeah, probably. Actually, most definitely.
So anyway, Jane was trying to make the point, and I wanted to let her know that I acknowledged.
Oh,
she
yes.
was saying that the person who stole the milk jug cap is the same person who takes the sock out of the drawer and moves my sunglasses. Hold it.
Yes.
So
or regular
here's
glasses.
so let me bring this around town for you. So this was based on a true story, believe it or not. Yesterday I made coffee and I just like I said, and I couldn't find the lid like 30 seconds later.
Mm-hmm.
I looked on the floor, I looked in the sink, I looked, and I'm just like flabbergasted. I'm going, this is maddening.
Where was it?
On the second shelf in the cabinet where the coffee mugs are. That's where it was.
Short-term memory loss, for sure.
I looked up after being frustrated. I'm just like, ah. And I just look up, and there it is. Boom, right in my face.
That is fascinating.
Isn't it?
How did you put it on the shelf?
I don't think I did.
Oh my goodness. That's fun. Was it on the Tupperware shelf?
No.
Wait, I looked up Tupperware, and they do still have a website. They are still selling things. I don't know about distribution or any of that funny stuff. but
Really?
it's-
Well, then why even bring it up, Tracy?
well, but here's what's so interesting, because this is, fascinating. Tupperware brand storage products are so expensive because there are similar products out in the open market, but I like them more because they're more sturdy than most plastic storage products, and they can take a beating.
and they could take a beating.
I know. Like, really, that was the first thing that pulls up. I thought, wow,
Well, that's true
fascinating.
because when you buy the discount stuff,
Yeah,
like
absolutely.
80 containers for $10,
It does
they,
not
they like
last.
tear if you look at them,
Yeah.
and the lids are ill-fitting for sure. And there's nothing. Well, it's like putting together an IKEA thing. When the lids don't fit, and they're supposed
IKEA. I
to,
love
when
it.
they just pop off.
Yep, it's true. Tupperware, I mean, it is a superior product. It really is. The other one I like too is the Pyrex, the glass bottoms with the sealed tops. Those are great.
Yes.
Those are my favorite actually because
Yes,
The-
those are quality.
right, and it's not minimal plastic. Glass is way better.
Glass is way better.
Because the other thing too that happens with plastic is if you're doing like tomato sauce or something,
It gets all stainy.
it stains because plastic. It
Oh, I see what you're saying now. The plastic when the bowl itself is plastic, and you put tomato sauce, and it starts to
Yes.
stain it, and then it just generally gets other.
gross.
Yeah. Why are we at 100% CPU, Tracy?
Because we're exuding so much awesome energy.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. She guessed it.
Yes, Kathy, I hate plastic too.
Okay, so here's the thing. I want to try an experiment.
Uh-oh.
I know.
This is scary.
It's a technical experiment where you don't really have to do anything, but I will have to get up and crawl around you and go into the other room. And then I'm going to try to control everything from the other room. So it's a massive experiment
And you decided to do this on
live
the fly.
on the show.
Why?
Because I've got your attention and you can, because.
Because it's Wild Card Wednesday.
It's
and you can
Wild
do whatever
Card
the heck
Wednesday.
you want to do,
That's-
and you're going to
yes,
be
that's right.
wild.
People
wild.
love this. They
yes.
love it.
Yes, just
Jane,
the whimsical,
Kathy, don't you love it?
wild.
Carol,
Crazy.
you love it, don't you? Everybody loves when I just start testing stuff. It should be called the Bob Doyle Show and Tests
Oh my God.
with Tracy.
Oh wait, I just realized my mom's here. Mom, do you remember when I used to run around the house singing Debbie Boone
You light up my life.
all the time? Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
so I'm going to go do this.
All right.
And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work, and I'll come right back. I'll come
Okay.
right back anyway.
So what should I be prepared for?
Talking loud enough where I can hear you in the other room.
I'm scared.
Don't be scared.
Okay, so you need to crawl
Just
over
because
me?
that's a hint.
That's... Okay. All right, folks, we're in for a treat because I have no idea what we're doing here. Oh, he just... I love him. We are in for... Oh, see, I didn't even touch anything. So he must be controlling it. Yep. Oh, no.
Okay. So my question is, are you hearing an affected voice?
Yes.
And I'm showing up on the next to you, right?
Correct.
Okay. So let me reset. Oh, wait. Okay. So this is using the live deepfake type software running through a voice modeling. This is a picture I created from Leonardo DiCaprio and emailed him.
Wait, it just switched. Hey, we're not hearing you, and it's just me. There we go.
How about now?
Yep, now you're good.
Now do you hear me?
Yes.
I wonder why it switched by itself. That's weird. And then here is it just me on the screen.
Correct.
Okay, so then me and you.
And then just, yeah.
Yeah, and then when it's just you, maybe you can't hear me.
Correct.
Okay. Well, that's it. That's all I wanted to test. So see, we can use this later.
Yeah,
With other things.
Jane says it's kind of echoey, and she's right.
Okay. Probably because it's
The voice mod. If you did your real mod. Real mod? Okay,
Okay,
that's
Miss.
fine. Kathy says awesome.
Yeah, so it's probably because you're hearing weird audio, two audio sources. I have no idea.
I don't know.
But that's why we test it, so I can go back and listen and say, okay, so that's what happened. Oh. We're a professional showbiz organization.
Yes, this is exactly correct. We're working on that professional showbiz thing. In the meantime, we just play and have fun.
That's right. Kind of echoey. All right,
Kind of
yeah,
echoey.
All right.
But it's
Well,
really fascinating because I could see Leonardo DiCaprio in the face of that
I
woman,
know.
and the fact that you can. I mean, it literally could have been a real person.
Well, that's what I want to test.
Mm-hmm.
Because truly, there's so many. If we could get this down, there's a lot of creative possibilities there, ladies and gentlemen. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah.
Well, guess what we've done, Tracy? We've filled another half hour with nonsense.
We did.
Now,
Jane
bef-
says it was excellent.
what I want to do is remind people about the wish list thing, but I
Oh,
don't want to do it
yes.
while the music's playing because then we start fighting with the music and racing the music. So I just want to have a relaxed little,
Nice. Calm.
pardon me, yes, and have the volume ready for the music correct so it doesn't blast us out. Now, every
Okay.
Wednesday,
At 11 a.m. Pacific time.
we do a little Zoom call live
Yes.
over at a Facebook group called #300wishlist.
It's true.
Now, we're not going to go into this again for the millionth time.
Yeah, we talk about this every Wednesday.
That's right. But this is just a friendly reminder that we're still doing it.
Yes, and we would love for you to join us.
This is an opportunity for you to get clear about what you want in your life. Write it down on a piece of paper
Yes,
on a regular basis, and then watch magic happen, basically.
it's true.
That's basically what it's about.
And it's shared creative time. We can talk about things as you see them, your dreams, your challenges. It's really fun.
So I'm just going to say it this way. We're doing it for now. We've been doing it for a few months. And we're doing it again today,
This is correct.
for now. We'd like you to show and be a part of it so we can determine.
So all you need to do is, if you are not currently a member of the #300 wishlist, just
Which is free.
join it. It's free. There's no charge for any of the fun stuff we do at all. It's just our gift, and come play.
That's right. And you can watch. We do this every Wednesday, 11 a.m. Pacific time. You can
Okay.
watch on Facebook and not be a part and hide from us if you want to.
It's true. Or you can join us on Zoom and participate and talk and ask questions. Coaching or whatever you need.
And once you join the 300 Wishlist group, There's a video that explains everything.
Why
And
we
sh-
have the group,
and
what
she-
it's about.
And she posts the link to the Zoom so that you can join us at 11. And we generally have a little bit of we talk a little bit about something, a topic kind of that will help you. And then we just write.
Yes.
We just write in our notebooks. And-
Because life gets really crazy, and I'm absolutely transparent and say that I don't write on my list every single day. In fact, there's been a couple times where the only time that I took was the hour on Wednesday.
That's right.
So-
That happens to a lot of it.
Yeah, I mean,
And
life,
pretty
life
much everybody's
happens, right?
kinda
But it's
open about
on
that.
my calendar, so this is my special time to write down the things that I want to have, do, be, or experience in my life, and go through them and really, feel into them and tweak them as I go. Oh my gosh, that happened! Yay! Or I decided that I really don't want that specifically anymore. I want
Right.
this instead.
I want a pterodactyl. That's what I want. I thought I wanted a new car, but with the fumes
No,
and just a
right.
pterodactyl will get me where I want to go.
So much more efficient on the environment.
And none of my neighbors have one. Literally none.
You will benchmark.
That's
Everyone
right.
will want
Although,
one.
you know, with
Leading.
my freaking homeowners association,
Oh,
I mean, we
yeah,
can see
they're
your
pretty
pterodactyl
bad.
from the street.
A true statement.
Well, you're lucky it didn't see
Oh, okay. Well, we love you guys, and we'll see you in a couple hours. Just join us. We'll see you soon.
you. I like that.
Mwah. Love you. Have an awesome day.